Well, hi to you all for Sunday's racing from Leopardstown and Limerick. It's always a brilliant schedule over Christmas, with the Leopardstown meeting at Foxrock bringing out all the families on days out. But there's also some serious racing to take account of. Now then, before I go any further, it's hats off to Jay Seller for her super tipping on Saturday, not only giving you Mambo number 5 and Thistle Ask at Kempton, but suggesting a reverse forecast on Haiti Coolers and O'Connell in the Welsh Grand National. Go girl, you are the best of the best. Of course, I was very happy with the Big Westerner going in at Limerick as my nap, ahead of the hot favourite Jade de Grugy, so I guess it's congratulations all round. Now, there's still 2 more days of the Leopardstown meeting to go, plus Limerick is also on our agenda for tomorrow, so let's get on with it. My Sunday nap is Ballyburn, taking on Teahupoo in the Christmas hurdle. Now then, Teahupoo is the proven stayer over hurdles, while Ballyburn tried a campaign over fences last season that didn't really work out. So I do like that Willie Mullins is minded to bring him back to this discipline, and he did put Teahupoo to the task in the Hatton's Grace the last day, where perhaps the race had been set up for Gordon Elliott's star. But for me, Teahupoo is best when really fresh, so I'm going to say that Ballyburn, over this extended trip, and on better ground, will have his measure. Lord help me if I've got this one wrong. You'll all be dropping messages into the ULO inbox, but that's my case for my nap, Ballyburn. My next best will come as no surprise, and that is Galopin des Champs in the Savills Chase. It's horses for courses here, as Willie Mullins takes a tried and tested route back into Galopin des Champs' seasonal campaign. This dual Cheltenham Gold Cup winner has won the Savills Chase in 2023 and 2024, admittedly with a previous appearance in the John Durkan at Punchestown, but the condition that the Closutton Yard string have in their coat over this week's racing leaves me in no doubt that they are peaking just now. So, what an intriguing Grade 1 we have, but I'm of the opinion that although stablemate, I know the way you're thinking beat Galopin des Champs in his bid for a 3rd Cheltenham Gold Cup, he wasn't quite himself that day for whatever the reason, and just cannot be written off for one bad day at the office. Unbeaten in 7 starts at Leopardstown, Galopin des Champs is still relatively lightly raced and is the one to beat, back where he produces his early season best. Elsewhere at the Irish meetings, I do like Gordon Elliott's Cocktail Dive In for the Ballymaloe Relish Beginners Chase, a fascinating race where there's plenty that have a claim, but for me it's Henry de Bromhead's Cocktail Dive In. Coming home a fine second in the Florida Pearl at Punchestown, the last day on ground maybe not quite quick enough over 3 miles, suggests to me that conditions and this trip will be just right, now lessened in grade. Now, there's been a bit of interest in Willie Mullins' Kiss Will, but he might need to settle better from his first run over fences, so maybe a work in progress. On balance, Cocktail Dive In is the one to keep on side and gets my pick for the informed trainer. Down at Limerick, there is just the 4 going to post in the 4-Heen Novice Chase, and I'm expecting a Willie Mullins 1-2-3. And it's going to be very hard to back against the exciting Final Demand, who made a seamless start to his novice chasing campaign with an impressive 13-length win at Navan the last day. Now, I'm of the opinion that Jimmy Deseuil is also a high-class chaser in the making, but is he good enough to take on stablemate Final Demand? Well, the only race that Final Demand hasn't won in a 6-race career was the Grade 1 Turners Novices Hurdle at the Cheltenham Festival back in March, and considering he was behind the New Lion and the Yellow Clay, I reckon that still counts as top-class form. Patrick Mullins takes the ride, while Danny is on Jimmy Deseuil for this family affair, but it's hard to see Final Demand not winning. Next up, in the Tim Duggan Memorial Chase, I might take a chance on the talented but quirky Di Capo. It will help that Carl Miller takes off £5 from the top weight, but Di Capo is one to get right on the day, so comes with risks attached, and it's still asking a question on ground this deep. Having said all that, Gordon Elliott has his Cullentry Yard in fine form, and this right-handed track will suit Di Capo, plus I'm of the opinion that he has more wins in him if coping with this ground. Paul Nolan's Conyers Hill has had plenty of support, while Patrick Foley's Rebel Gold would be my each-way pick, but a chancy Di Capo for the win it is.